I found a new ingredient and I really want to try a new recipe with it. What's the new ingredient? Black ramen. Yeah, black ramen. I've never had this before. If you're wondering what makes it black, well, is it squid ink? Is it black rice? Is it evil in this ramen right here? It's actually just black rice that's made into ramen. And I really want to try this recipe out with black ramen. And what I'm thinking to do with this black ramen is to make a fun ramen dish, a black and white ramen. So looking at some white ingredients, some black ingredients, so we can have this great tasty bowl of unity with black and white. So follow along, so I'm going to show you what this tastes like and show you what you could do with black ramen. Chef Corso, Monty Boca, and I'm here to put you on the path for amazing meals, literally anywhere, but specifically in the backcountry or while camping. So we've got our camp set up here on this hell of a stump here on the bluff, and I'm looking to make a black and white ramen bowl. And I've never had that, but it kind of excites me to get a little bit different color and a little bit different texture than just your standard ramen. So of course we've got our black ramen, and then some other black ingredients that I'm thinking of is we've got some soy sauce and some black vinegar in here. If you haven't had black vinegar, it's going to be your new favorite ingredient, and that's all here ready to go. And then I've got some black and white sesame seeds, would be a really nice garnish, and also some really nice sneaky protein. And as far as white ingredients, I was thinking about, like, what is white? Well, you can throw some radishes, you can throw some veggies, but super easy and super packable white ingredients are cauliflower flowerets, super hot right now, and some white button mushroom. You could obviously add some other mushrooms or some protein or some other things in here, but for today, this is kind of what I'm thinking. Also, one more thing that I almost forgot is white miso. So this will give us some nice salty, some nice flavor, but another nice white ingredient. So we've got 2 or 3 black ingredients, 2 or 3 white ingredients. We're gonna put them in the pot and we're gonna cook them up and see how they taste. So first things first, I'm gonna boil some water. And for these ramen dishes, I love flavoring up my broth with my ingredients and then throwing in the noodles so those noodles can start to soak up some of that flavor. Ooh, already tasting pretty yummy. And one thing I love to do while your water is boiling or your noodles are cooking is chop up your veggies. You're cooking outside, so they don't have to be all perfect and small. I like to cut them up in a relatively small pieces so that way they'll cook a little bit faster. But I also like to keep a little bit of that crunch so you're not just eating soft, crazy foods. And the thing about mushrooms is, you know, they grow in the dirt. They grow outside. You're pretty much just taking them home. So we're gonna wait for our water to boil and our noodles to cook about 65 to 75% there. I think that should be pretty good. And then we'll go ahead and add our veggies. So our pot's been cooking for just a few minutes and our ramen has started to hydrate. And we're looking a little bit like, ooh. Yes, that looks awesome. And our broth is looking really dark and rich as well. So we got that white miso, the sesame, no sesame actually, that would be good in here too. But we've got that miso, the black vinegar, and the soy sauce, and then we're gonna go ahead and add our chopped up veggies here to give us some nice white to contrast our black. All in there. Give that a nice stir. And I like putting in vegetables a little bit later in the cooking process sometimes, so we can keep some of that freshness and keep some of that crunch to go along with our slurpy noodles and our warm broth. Oh boy, it's smelling great. And while these veggies are cooking, I'm gonna try the ramen and see what that tastes like. It tastes crazy different than just top ramen or any other kind. You know what's good is when you point with your fork. Wow, it's a little bit chewier. Got a nice little bit of nuttiness, and it's black. So, you know, that makes it fun and different. But really tasty. Yeah, highly recommend it. And looks like our veggies are done, at least done enough that I would like. But go ahead and cook it to your desired doneness for the veggies. But let's bowl this up. This is what we're looking like. Really beautiful broth. I love cooking brothy soups, especially on a cool night. And they're very, very forgiving as well, so not a whole lot of opportunity to burn. Oh man, look at those awesome looking noodles. Hit it with some nice broth. Get some more veggies on there. So we're finishing bowling this up. Beautiful black ramen. Beautiful black and white ramen, and then I'll hit it with some nice black and white sesame seeds. Oh boy, that looks fancy and nice. All right, let's give this nice broth a try. That is really good, really rich, and it only took a few ounces of liquid to be able to make this beautiful broth. And we've got our nice white cauliflower, mushrooms in there. Give these noodles a try again. That is really good and really, really crunchy and yummy with these sesame seeds on top. So there you have it, black ramen. New ingredient to try, new recipe to try, black and white ramen here. Check out montyboca.com for this recipe and other great recipes. And get out there, find a stump, and cook something amazing. Boca Boca.